This is EMS TV and you are watching EMS English News, and here are today's top stories. Opposition MPs staged a protest outside Parliament on Thursday over the alleged Ram Temple donation theft and the police action against a student protester at Jantar Mantar. Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi joined the demonstration at Makardwar before the House proceeding began. Amid loud protests, the Lok Sabha was adjourned till 2 p.m. Later in the day, the Raj Sabha will take up the Public Examination Amendment Bill 2026 aimed at tackling paper leaks. The bill was presented in the Lok Sabha after a 7-hour debate, with the government calling it a major reform and the opposition demanding broader changes in the examination system. Punjab observed a ban today after the Valmiki community called for a protest against the police lathicharge on sanitation workers in Barnala. Market, school, colleges, malls and other institutions were asked to remain closed in 9 districts including Ludhiana and Bhatinda. Protesters in Amritsar prepared effigies of police officers. However, normal activities continue in Jalandhar and no band was announced there. Police have increased security in sensitive areas. Authorities appeal to people to maintain peace and avoid any law and order problems. The central government has admitted that E20 petrol may affect some older BS3 vehicles. In a written reply in the Raj Sabha, Road Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari said some rubber parts and gaskets may need replacement in vehicles made between 2005 to 2016. He clarified that these parts can be changed during regular servicing. The minister said studies found no major impact on overall vehicle performance or durability. He also confirmed that there is no need to replace or modify the engine for using E20 petrol. The Supreme Court on Thursday refused to ban the use of pellet gun for now. The court said police may use pellet guns in exceptional situations. It added that the rules allowing their use have not yet been legally challenged. The petition was filed by former IPS officer Yashuvardhan Azad and others. They claimed the Rapid Action Force used pellet guns on a student during the July 20th Parliament protest. The court asked the central government to respond on the guidelines. It also directed the Delhi government to provide proper medical treatment to all injured protesters. A staff member of Savitribai Phule Pune University has been suspended for allegedly selling a fake degree and mark sheet. The accused Ramesh Mukhekar worked in the university account department. According to the university, he took ₹70,000 from a student after promising to arrange a genuine BCom degree and mark sheet. Later, he sent photos of the documents on WhatsApp, but an inquiry found that both were fake. The university has filed a police complaint. Investigators believe the accused used his knowledge of the examination system to prepare forged documents. Police are now checking whether more people were involved in the fraud. The United States carried out air strikes on more than 10 cities in Iran on Thursday. According to Iranian media, the attacks targeted military sites linked to the IRGC. On Qasem Island, a residential building was hit, killing a couple and their 2-year-old child. 2 other children were injured. The US military said the strikes targeted missile, drone and command center. US President Donald Trump said the action came after an attempted missile attack on a US base in Jordan. Rising tensions have increased fear of a wider conflict in the Middle East. India has objected to a report by the New York Times that called Pakistan-occupied Kashmir as Pakistani Kashmir. The Indian embassy in Washington said this description is incorrect. It said the correct name is Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The embassy also said that Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are an integral and inseparable part of India and will always remain so. India accused Pakistan of illegally occupying parts of Jammu and Kashmir and committing violence against people living there. India said its position on the issue is clear, firm and has not changed over the years. India's stock market traded flat today. The Sensex was around 77,650, while the Nifty stayed near 24,200. Auto and IT stocks gained, but banking and realty stocks saw selling. 2 new IPOs opened for investors today. MV Electro Systems planned to raise ₹290 crore, while Juniper Green Energy aims to raise ₹1,800 crore. Investors can apply for both IPOs until July 3rd. Experts say people should read all company details, check the risk and invest carefully. The market is expected to remain active as investors watch company earnings and global economic updates. India won its third gold medal at the 2026 Commonwealth Games. Para-athlete Dilip Mahado finished first in the men's T4700 meter race. He completed the race in 10.71 seconds and won the gold medal. India's Mohammad Basil finished second with a time of 10.83 seconds and won the silver medal. England's Kevin Santos took the bronze medal with 10.85 seconds. India also won another silver medal in the long jump event. Murli finished second and added another medal to India's tally. Indian athletes continued to give excellent performances and made the country proud. Heavy rain continues to affect many parts of India. The India Meteorological Department has issued an orange alert for 16 states, including Rajasthan, warning of more heavy rainfall. Landslides were reported in Rudraprayag, Chamoli and Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand. The Kedarnath trekking route has been closed after a landslide near Gaurikund and pilgrims have been stopped for safety. In Haridwar, an SDRF team rescued a man who was swept away by the strong current of the Ganga river while collecting holy water. In Uttar Pradesh, Balia district river erosion caused floodwater to enter villages. More than 100 families have moved to safer place while 2 houses were washed away. Local authorities are closely monitoring the situation and asking people to stay alert. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.